and salutations! Welcome to the new show we're calling For You, where we look at topics involving our favorite face-changing alien with two hearts and a spaceship disguised as a phone booth. However, before we start, I do have to let you know that the TARDIS is currently in the hands of the Master.
What?
But don't worry. There won't be any risk of world dominations or any of that kind of shenanigans. I have made sure of that. I have installed a little bit of a safekeeping to get it back if need be. And I have also left my sonic screw in my other jacket. So, yeah. Well, instead of me standing around here, let's find somewhere comfortable. Well, hello there, Mrs. Feline. How are you doing? Well, today, my little feline friend, we're looking at a story in which Daleks from the show went missing. So let's, go look at some footage from the great folks at Blue Peter to tell us, well, what exactly happened.
Two of Doctor Who's Daleks are missing, presumed stolen from right here at the BBC's television centre. They were last seen parked here in the Ring Road outside Studio 8 on Tuesday, May the 22nd. They come back from Cardiff and were waiting to be picked up by a lorry to take them to be stored away.
Ah, but they were picked up all right, but not by the right person. When the lorry driver went out to look for them, they had disappeared, and since then no one has seen sight nor sound of them.
Well, we do have some good news, very good news, and that our prayers were answered for the return of the Daleks, and they were eventually found. But could it have been plot to get folks to watch the show more?
Well, you've been fiddling with it, haven't you?
It was perfectly all right until you touched it. Now, if only you leave things to me.
If we were to leave things to you, my dear fellow, we'd be in a fine pickle, wouldn't we?
But enough theorizing. Let's let our, our favorite mechanical, walking, talking, deaf bots talk. And hear their story.
SOS! SOS! Assist! All Blue Peter viewers, find the Daleks! Emergency! Two Daleks missing! Find the Daleks!
Well, thank you, our shiny, metallic friends. Let's give a round of applause for them. Now let's talk about, where exactly they were found. Well, one was found in a man's garden.
It was under the cover, though, was it?
Yes, beside the car, under the cover.
Was it damaged?
Well, it seemed all right to me. Delightful Dalek.
Well, it's not every day you actually find one hidden in your garden, is it?
Not really, no.
Oh.
Well, I've always wanted.
I mean, I have found many things in gardens of my years, like weeds, spiders, and snakes. But shiny death robots, that's new. The second Dalek was found in a row of garages. That's a fun word. Isn't that a fun word, kitty cat? By a nurse going to work. And if I had found that, I'd either be running for the hills. You won't get me, record! Or I'd be giving it a hug.
Unlike the first Dalek that was found, this one was damaged. Badly scratched, marked, broken. All the mechanism, in fact, was smashed.
Those bastards, they're just as bad as the Pokemon scalpers who sold cards from the Van Gogh Museum. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Deep breaths, doctor, deep breaths. You have to have deep breaths. Remember, they've tried to harm you and your friends many, many times. But let's look at the process. They were found, but how did they feel after all this?
The Daleks are never defeated! exterminated. The Dalek Supreme has been informed of Blue Peter humanoid assistance, and this assistance noted in the computer banks. Blue Peter humanoid viewers will not now be exterminated.
Well, what are my thoughts on all this? I feel like the damaged Dalek was one that had some issues and was perhaps needed to be scrapped because that happens with robotics and all that. Sometimes you have issues with them, sometimes you don't have all the little bit of schematics and all that stuff to keep it going. So sometimes, sadly, they go from walking around town.
Prepare safety emergency
Right,
recovery
in a bit more.
procedure. Forward
Okay.
to recovery van.
To suddenly being scrapped. Well, I think I hear my ride calling me. Thank you for letting me tell you a story, Mrs. Kitty Cat. I must be off.